Meg, the savage. Check it out, it's your boy Bullock, back with that light news. Hope y'all keeping in touch. You see who we got up there? Meg, the savage. Shit was looking real good for her for a long time, you know, a couple years. She had it lit. She had songs with Rihanna, songs with Beyonce. She was out there big time. She had a little controversy surrounding her, whatever else, certain little issues, but it really popped off when she got with Tory Lanez. Now the rumor is her friend who just got out of jail, back then, around the time of the incident, started hooking up with Tory. I guess she was hanging around her friend Meg, and she got in the mix, and she was messing with Tory. Something happened for whatever reason, she had to go away, and then Meg started messing with Tory. So I don't know if that created some type of feelings or whatever else, but it got real ugly. So it ended up, they was in the car, a gun was let off, and Meg allegedly got shot in the foot, whatever else, and she's claiming that Tory did it. That's what she was claiming. Now Tory, who had a little light record, he was facing a lot of time in jail, and he was facing extradition. They was going to extradite him back to Canada, so that'll stop all this bread. He was totally blackballed when Meg came out and said it was him that shot her, and said he was the one that did everything. Everybody stopped messing with him, including me, you know what I mean? Everybody, you know, he was just blackballed. It got real bad for him. I could imagine how much money he lost with shows, and luckily it was during the time of quarantine, so it wasn't that much shows popping, but he had the little Instagram show, Quarantine Radio, which popped off heavy. And then when this shit happened, nobody was messing with that either. He stopped doing that for good reason. Maybe, you know, his publicists or his people told him to chill out, lay low, because right now you're looking like the enemy. And we was all trying to really cancel him. Now with a guy at that level, he made a lot of money, you know, and if he gets the wrong image, the wrong things said about him, it could stop a lot of money for him. And that's what happened. He got blackballed, basically. A lot of people wasn't messing with him for a long time. Now the trial started not too long ago, or the preliminary, whatever, and it was determined that there was none of Tory's DNA on the gun, or none of that stuff. So basically they're saying that Tory didn't even touch the gun. He had no GSR on him, gun smoke residue. He had there was no traces of him that Tory had even had the gun, let alone shot it. Now you gotta think about this. Here's a black woman trying to put a black man in jail, lock him up for a long time because of her personal issues. I think it's some jealousy. You know, she dealt with alcoholism, she drank a lot. And they say, you know, she's out there, she moves around with different men. And she do what she do. She a hot girl, she self-proclaimed hot girl. She's a self-proclaimed savage. So what you think they do? They do what they do. But the problem is, you cannot do that to a man and try to send him away to jail for something he didn't do. That's a major issue. Now it's all starting to crumble. You know, the stars, they get inside information. They know things that we don't know. Basically what I'm trying to say. You see me release the video on Whack 100 talking about how the evidence didn't add up, and he's hearing things about her, and he's talking to Tory Lanez directly, and certain things ain't adding up, and it didn't sound right. Now Whack, you know, I'm a fan of Whack because he always keep it 100. I feel like he tell the truth. So basically it started with FortNite. They cut ties with Megan Thee Stallion. She had a big deal with them. They not messing with her no more. Rihanna's line, Savage Venti, she was an ambassador of Savage Venti, whatever, the clothing line or something. That was a lot of money. Rihanna cut her on that, so she's no longer the ambassador. Drake unfollowed her on Instagram, and that's a big statement. That's how they basically fight, by Instagram, unfollowing you. That's like hitting her. Rihanna unfollowed her on Instagram. So is she out the loop? And I'm sure if I do some more research, you'll find out other people cut ties with her also. it's seeming like it's all crumbling down on her, and it's looking real bad. She made a mistake. If she lied on that man, she made a big mistake. And I can't imagine her coming from a certain area. She had a rough life. She lost her mom and whatever else. And then she want to set another man up and get him thrown in jail. I know you got uncles in jail. I know she got people she know in jail. Why would she want to do that? Only thing is jealousy. She must have had feelings for the man and whatever else. But we don't know really the outcome, but I'm just giving you the facts of people cutting ties and something fishy's going on. That's all. So yeah, we're gonna do the research. We're gonna see what's really going on as the case progresses. But we gotta make sure we watch her, because right now the world is crumbling around her. So make sure we watch her, make sure she keep her head, stay straight, because I know she feel like burying her head in the pillow. Meg the Savage. Well, if you lying on that dude, that's some real savage shit. That's some foul shit. Ain't nobody gonna ever trust that. I would never trust her again. Doing business with her? Oh, hell no. Her name is Shot. That's a wrap for that. Here's a crazy ass story. South Carolina moves forward on firing squad executions for death sentences. But they're saying the people have a choice whether they get the firing squad, which is gunned down, they get the electric chair. Either the firing squad or the electric chair. Which one would you choose? Who the fuck would pick being gunned down as opposed to... Well, that's a good question, because the electric chair, there's a lot of mistakes and a lot of botchery goes down with that. I heard about things happening, mistakes. It's supposed to be quick, but it end up being long and real, like, turns into torture almost. So maybe the firing squad would be an option. But I'm just telling you right now, they're not playing no more. They want to actually implement the firing squad as a death penalty. It's in there. That's what they're doing right now. So they got the green light. Firing squad executions get the green light in South Carolina. So that's pretty crazy. That's some old 1870 shit right there. I wonder if they're gonna have footage of this. And I wonder who's gonna be the nut to actually pick the firing squad. What happened to the option of the lethal injection? That's probably the one I go with. It's crazy, man. South Carolina just greenlit firing squad for executions. Goonie Big Wick, Maryland rapper, young dude. He was on the rise. Just was shot and killed in his own town. Typical story, just like Young Dolph, just like a bunch of other people, Nipsey Hussle. I could keep going on and on. The Washington Post says a black man, the streets are saying is Big Wick, was murdered on the 3400 block of Walters Lane in the city of District Heights on Friday, March 18th. The buzzing rapper was rushed to a local hospital, but medical professionals could not save his life. The crime scene is thought to be a residential street near the edge of a commercial area just south of Pennsylvania Avenue. The rising star had 3 songs of note: Dance Party, Flip Phone, and Stain, which set him up for a promising career. During an interview with All Hip Hop, Goonie explained his upbringing in Forest Creek, Maryland. It's like any hood, neighborhood that's tough growing up, Goonie told allhiphop.com. Police mess with you all day. There's shootouts, robberies, all types of stuff going on. You have to move and know what you're doing. And that sounds like the same story with with all these rappers, you know. There's a lot of stuff going on, gang-infested streets. And if you're a gangster, most likely a lot of gangsters becoming rappers, but they don't lose the gangster. So they still in the midst, still in them battles, still got them same enemies, them same ops, as they say. And they could catch up to you, so we're gonna see a lot more of that, because hip hop is moving more into that real gangster reality rap for these young kids. They don't want to hear no fantasy stuff. So it is what it ain't. The rapper's Instagram, which boasts about 156K followers and only has 2 posts, has been flooded with red hearts, white doves, and RIPs. Yep, another one. Young boy. Got murked in his town. Rest in peace. And that's all we could do, you know what I mean? Goonie Big Wick. Rest in peace, Goonie Big Wick. Blogger Tasha K, whose real name is Latasha Key. She filed an appeal after losing the defamation lawsuit against Cardi B. I don't know what's up with her. She lost us some millions. And now she filed an appeal like she got the money for that. Don't she know Cardi B money long? You heard Wax say she was given $1 million a show 3 years ago. If you don't got the money to fight in that court, it's not gonna look good for you. That's all I'm saying. So, Tasha K, you need to, I don't know. But you see, the thing is, with the ego of certain people, especially, certain people, it gets ugly to where you can't let go. You can't admit that you did, try to defamate her. You tried to ruin her with your stories on your blogs. And it turned around and bit you. You probably don't got the money to pay her. You're so furious. You feel the only way is to go back to court. Well, guess what? Court costs a lot of money, as you might have found out. So I don't know if that's the good route. You need to reach out to the girl. Maybe try to get on her good side. Swallow your pride. Maybe if you would apologize from the beginning, took it down, you wouldn't be in court right now. But no, I guarantee you went right back at her with that ego, and you couldn't stand to lose. Well, you lost in court, you're going to lose again because her money is long. That's just how it is in court, unfortunately. So find a way to get on Cardi's good side because you're tripping. That ego is a motherfucker. She rich as hell, but she got the time. She probably not even in court half the time. The lawyer's doing that. So, I don't know. Tasha K, you tripping, that's all I gotta say. Keep that out of court. Try to get on the level with it. Because if your money ain't matching, and then you slacking, guess what? You're gonna be left back. Yeah. That was a White News special. I had to get it off my chest. Oh shit, Macy told me.